The Escape from Bungalow is the worst game ever. And trust me, I don't say that willy-nilly. It's been a while since I've done this, so if I'm a bit rusty, then just calm down. It'll be okay, I'll get back in the groove of it eventually. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear a crow in the background of this video. He's been doing his crow thing all day, and honestly, they scare me, so I've left him alone. And let's be real, crows are scarier than anything you're gonna find in Escape from Bungalow. Also, it's not even a bungalow. There's a staircase. This game is full of lies. The Escape from Bungalow is a puzzle horror game where you gotta go do some puzzle things and escape rooms and run away from that. It's developed and published by Cursor Studio that hasn't done anything else. The release date is set to the 4th of June 2021, which, I mean, as much as I want 2020 to be over already, it's definitely not that date. And to make matters worse, there might be a case of a DMCA takedown. Still trying to get info on that, don't really know yet, but I'm sure that's gonna end really well. So like I said, in the Escape from Bungalow, you have to go through a house that I think is a pre-made Unity asset, solve a couple puzzles, and run away from things and other things, and there's this weird baby that just kind of sits there. They only capitalize the bottom two options in the menu, so it looks like they forgot to capitalize the top two, and then the bottom two, they're like, oh yeah, this is how you write things. But I've already got the other two done, no sense in going back and editing them. So you wander around and you pick up items and move objects. Usually you get like keys and stuff. There's multiple of the same key, so you don't really know if you're using the right one on the right thing. And that's made even more difficult because you have to press 4 different things to get it to work. You think that a game made later than like 1995 would have maybe 2 buttons at the most to use an item, but no, it's an entire process for absolutely no reason. You also don't move like a normal person, because why would you? That would just make sense. Now, since this is a mobile port, you can't just like move the cursor to turn where you want to look. Instead, your mouse essentially acts like your finger on a touchpad, and you gotta click and then drag the screen to turn and aim at things, which is just all sorts of infuriating when you're playing on a PC. Alright, so let's go over actually using an object in this game then. So once you use your totally still visible cursor to drag and aim directly at the object, you then have to open up your inventory, find the corresponding item you're supposed to use, which is inherently kind of difficult sometimes because you can have 2 of the exact same item model, so you don't know which one you're supposed to use. Then you gotta click on the item, then you gotta use the hand, and then it uses the item, if it's the right one. And sometimes, even though I'm pretty sure I was using the right item, it just wouldn't work. So you wander around a room, you solve a couple really simple puzzles, I'm not even gonna try to go over them, and then a gigantic jump scare happens. I think that just scared the crow away. Hey, stupid bird, come back. That wasn't even scary. Alright, thank God we're out of this room. Now we can really get into the meat of the game where you are kind of assaulted and chased by this thing. I don't know what to call it. I'm definitely not gonna call it scary. It's a thing that shambles towards you sometimes, and then other times just stares at you. There's a hint in the game that says the only hint they can give you is to not go near the monster. Yeah, cool. Thanks for the tip. There's also this gigantic black licorice baby that just kind of hangs out with you sometimes. I don't know, he seems cool. I named him Latex Larry. Now see, I will give this game a little bit of credit. It is realistic in the fact that a lady that has, like, blades for arms seems to have trouble opening doors. Which is great, because then I can go solve all the other puzzles in the game, which include finding an item, using that item on another thing. I kind of thought that list was going to be longer, so I just kept doing that. I opened a couple doors, I went into the bathroom, and I found this other stuff, and then I'm pretty sure I broke the game because I tried to use a key on this thing, but I think I needed to use a button instead. But after trying to use the key, I couldn't interact with the thing anymore and put the button on top of it. So I was like, okay, that's stupid, I'm gonna restart the game. Come to find out that because it's a mobile game, there's no quit button. I mean, in good mobile games, there is a quit button, but of course that isn't the case here. There's a button that looks like quit, don't get me wrong, but it just opens up a map instead. But on the plus side, I think if you click on the not locked sections of the house, it restarts the game at that point if you get stuck. Maybe. Still can't quit the game, but I can kind of restart it. I think. So I did that, went to get the button to use on the thing, then it told me to get closer again, but at that point I was literally humping that pedestal. Then the crazy half Beyblade lady snuck up on me because she has no sound on her animations, except when she's running into the wall, oddly enough. Why is it selective? Who knows? Then I got bored and ate a burrito. So that's it. That's the escape from Bungalow. Shut up, you stupid crow.
I'm just trying to tell